Hello, new employees to VRS Deed. Welcome. We are so happy that you're here today. I wanted to just take this time and talk with you a little bit about Voc Rehab Services and a little bit about my background. So my name is Dee Torgerson, and I'm the Director of Vocational Rehabilitation Services within Deed. And just a little bit about my background. I know I can't wait to hear about all of your backgrounds and what you all are bringing to these positions. But I've been in some type of VR work for most of my life. I started working in DTNH, Day Training Rehabilitation Center, in my early days right after college because there were jobs in that field. I found that I loved that work. Spent several years there, and that's when I decided to go on to get my master's degree. I had some interactions with Voc Rehab counselors with the state of Minnesota, and actually I was inspired by them, and I wanted to be able to do more in my position. So that was what inspired me. Got through my master's degree program while I was doing that work. And then I actually ended up going into the field of private Voc Rehab, working with injured workers and in the field of workers' compensation and disability insurance. And I really spent most of my career doing that kind of work, working in with private employers, nonprofits. I ran my own company for a while, and I had the opportunity to do all aspects of that work from I developed a Voc evaluation unit, vocational testing, job placement, employer engagement, working with employers on setting up their safety and return to work plans, setting up ergonomics, giving them ADA, which is Americans with Disabilities Act. If you haven't heard about that, you will be learning about that within VR. And also did some work with developing long care plans and really all parts of that work. Enjoyed that for many years. And then there was an opening with the state of Minnesota at Department of Labor and Industry in their workers' compensation unit. And I'd been in my field for a lot of years and was looking at doing something differently. And I actually was working on a human resources certificate. So I ended up getting a job as a supervisor with Department of Labor and Industry, went on to become director in that department. They have a separate vocational rehabilitation unit, and also worked in a mediation unit and did some other work there. And then came over here with Voc Rehab Services, where I am currently. I spent about 7 years as a regional director before I came into this position as a director, and still learning my way around. You will find too, it's going to take you a little while to find your way around, but you have some great mentors. We have an excellent orientation and training program within VR. So I'm excited for you to experience that. You know, the jobs that we do within VR are so impactful to people, and most people are motivated or get their energy from doing this kind of work, or from helping someone out, or helping someone. Think about a student experiencing success at work for the very first time. Maybe it's a student who's really struggled with the academics in school and they haven't had a lot of success with that, but they found that they can be really successful at this particular thing that they enjoy, or this particular job or type of work. That is extremely rewarding. Or working with an adult who hasn't worked for many years, maybe has never worked before. Maybe it's somebody who's been receiving Social Security or other benefits, and they didn't even know that they could work. So, you know, the impact of you providing direct services on helping someone to realize their potential and their opportunities is extremely rewarding. And if you're in a support role, the same thing. I mean, we're all in this together. We're all supporting that work in one way or another. And you'll be hearing lots of success stories within VR and from one another and from your colleagues. You think about the first job that you had, and if you haven't had a chance to talk about that yet in your orientation or training or within your team, I hope that you're able to talk about that with others. And think about how impactful that was to you, whether that set you on a course for where you are now or not. Everybody's paths are a little bit differently, but I started working in high school. I worked in a bakery actually for 4 years. I loved that work. It wasn't necessarily about the work. I got that job because I could start at 6 in the morning. I was done by 2 in the afternoon. In the summers, me and my friends went and spent all day at the beach. So it was perfect. And I was able to earn money. So, everybody works for different reasons. And finding that reason for the people that we're supporting and serving and working with is extremely valuable. So I'm excited for you to be here. I'm excited for your journey with us. I think that you're gonna love the environment we have here, the culture, the support that you're getting through your training, and I can't wait to meet with you in person. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you soon.